got a little video for you today, and it's a good one. One that I'll never forget. My first ever bow buck kill. Last season I bow hunted. I know for a fact I bow hunted I sat in the stand over 20 times. Saw lots of does, had lots of opportunities to shoot does, but never get a buck within range. But, well, today it happened a little differently, so let's get into it. We've been doing a lot of work here at camp. Been clearing out a lot of stuff. We were way ahead of schedule on getting everything bush hogged, which has helped. You know, we've just done a lot of preseason work, and we've been praying for rain, but it has not happened. It's a super dry year. It's a drought. The acorn crop is absolutely terrible. Luckily, our soil is decent enough to where even with like no rain, just the morning dew has allowed the grass to jump up and give these deer a little bit to eat. If not, they'd be starving. All right, so this hunt was a solo hunt. I was by myself. Caleb could not make it on this hunt. He usually helps me film, but today all the pressure's on me to shoot an animal and also shoot it with this camera here. So self-filming is super hard. So I wish Caleb would have been able to go with me, but it is what it is. I win anyways, and we'll be back in the stand together for many more hunts, but we're gonna get into today's hunt, and just know we've been putting in a lot of work. It's paying off. It's paying off. This day, it was hot. The wind was out of the south, but it had a slight west shift to it. It was kind of going back and forth and really confusing me. The plot I wanted to hunt, based on some trail cam photos that I had been receiving throughout the week, was showing me one of our hit list bucks daylighting often. And he was a nice buck, especially during bow season. So the south wind scared me a little bit. I can set up in a good stand on this plot, but the entrance, the main road, is not set up well for this wind. I'll show you all a diagram of this whole food plot. I decided to cut through the woods rather than walk around on the road, which we do 9 times out, or actually 100 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, we walk in on the main road, no matter the wind. Okay, so this food plot has a big box stand in it and one lock-on on the opposite end. I was gonna hunt on the west side of this food plot in the lock-on, but the lock-on to me, definitely during bow season when you gotta get a deer close, it's too close to the edge for my likings. So I really love saddle hunting because you can always put the tree between you and deer that you don't wanna spook, or a deer that you're just kind of waiting for a shot. So I've been sitting in the stand for a while, just watching some does, trying not to get busted by them. And from about 150 yards, I see just a rack emerge from the woods. Is this the buck I'm after? He's about 150 yards away. I'm shaking, I'm trying to zoom in on my camera. I'm just going 100 miles an hour. This is what's all going through my head. My entrance plan paid off. This buck entered the plot exactly where I would have walked through on any other day. I've entered this plot 100 times down there. That's the normal beaten path, and this buck, I believe, had us figured out. He knew when we were coming and going on foot, on the side by side, on the tractor. He was outsmarting us. The one day I do it different, he comes in and feeds like everything is normal. But little does he know, it's not. Now, all I need them to do is get a lot closer to me. I was lucky to watch this deer for like 10 to 20 minutes, but I was losing light quick. I needed this deer to come a lot closer. I have 6 does in the plot right now, and 2 of them are about 20 yards from me feeding. I had to be so still. I mean, I couldn't even move a muscle because they're sitting there looking at me. What am I gonna do if this buck comes down there and starts feeding? I'm clueless. I'm pinned. Luckily, the does push into the woods, and he beelines into the woods where they went in. I mean, didn't feed, just walked 60 yards. He's beelining into these woods. Oh, I was so nervous at this point. It just happened so perfectly. Yes! I got it. I did it. I got an 8-point on the ground with my bow. Good way to start off the season. One of our hit list bucks. Man, I can't wait to get down and put my hands on them. My heart's still pumping. So my shot was, it was kind of dark, but you can see in the video that the shot a little high. So I'm gonna play this clip back in slow motion, and I'm gonna ask you to listen to when I shoot and look at the frame of when you hear the arrow hit. This deer almost ducked me. That's why I hit him in the spine, I believe. It happened so quick. Even with the deer's head up, they say they usually won't duck your arrow, but if your buddy thinks that, make sure and send him this video. This is a textbook example of a deer's head up, and he can still duck. I'm gonna get down, pack up all my camera gear, and see what he looks like. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I'm blessed to have this opportunity on such a nice buck. Many more to come. Thank y'all for watching.